Well, I finally picked up the Deere dealership dropped off the snow box for the front of the 4066. So now I have everything I need for the 4066 until I start adding things again. So this is the 8-foot snow pusher. They dropped it off this past week, and this is the first chance I really had to get it and try it out on the tractor, see how it fits. It's 8 feet wide. It's made by Notch Industries of Lake Henry, Minnesota, I believe. Let's see here, for those of you that are wondering. Yep, Notch Manufacturing, Lake Henry, Minnesota. And it's a model SP8, so I guess Snow Pusher 8. So that's the Snow Pusher. These plates are the skid steer plates over the normal plates, so you can put any type of plate on there you want, whether it be the normal quick attach for the 4 series. If you want to put the skid steer plates, or if you want to put the larger plates on it for some of the larger tractors, some of the quick attaches there, you can do that. So the reason I went with the Notch blade snow pusher over the Frontier was cost. Simply the Notch snow pusher was cheaper than the Frontier snow pusher. One of the reasons that I went with the Notch also, in addition to cost, is I hope to eventually get, if you've seen them out there, what they call a snow cage system. It is basically a blade and snow pusher in one. That's what I'm hoping to eventually get. And what you can do, you can look up YouTube videos, and they're really, really cool setups. The only problem is they're about $6,000. And honestly, I have forgotten the cost of this one off the top of my head, since I've been taking some crap in comments about not discussing price. But that's for a different video. I've responded. It's just really hard to talk about price for setup of tractors and stuff. I can talk about prices of these blades and everything, and pushers and whatnot all day long. I want to say it was like $1,100, something like that, and the Frontier was like $1,500. Don't quote me on any of those prices. I can't remember. Maybe it was more than that. I know the snowblower for this tractor was going to be about $3,600. Brand new snowblower, so I opted not to go for a snowblower. But anyway, another reasons I went over the Notch is hopefully in the future, I wanted to put minimal investment into the existing snow pusher, in hopes of eventually finding a snow cage system that I can find either used or new. I went and talked to the Bobcat dealer in town, is the one that sells the snow cage, and basically they weren't willing to compromise at all on price, and that just doesn't float in my book. So you got to be willing to at least deal a little bit. I'm not saying you can't make money, but if you've got your prices such that where you're not making money, when somebody walks in to buy a $6,500 piece of equipment, then you probably need to reevaluate your business model. Or they maybe just didn't take me seriously, but they didn't get my business. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, I mean, this is a very simple snow pusher, just regular, just metal skids. I'm not really too concerned about wearing those out anytime soon, nor am I concerned about wearing the blade and the back out. For what I'm going to do, for how many times I'm going to push snow every year, this will be just fine for right now. It's very heavy. Picked it up with the 4066 for the first time, and you definitely know it's up front. So that's certainly a good thing. It's built nice and heavy. You can see big tube. I have no idea the dimensions of everything. I didn't really look that up. I was more or less looking on price. And I know a lot of people around some of the farms and everything around here have these blades on the front of their tractors, so I figure they can't be that bad. And they seem to have a pretty good following when it comes up to selling at auction, stuff like that. Some of their pull-behind blades and everything, they seem to sell pretty well. You're looking at 75% of new when it comes up to auction if it's in decent shape. So really can't complain about that if people are willing to if people are willing to spend the money at auctions and stuff like that on these pieces, then I figure that should tell you something right there about the quality. But going back to the blade, you know, like I said, I don't intend to have to replace it. I can reverse it if I so need to. But if you want to wonder, so that's a nice new blade. What my driveway is capable of doing in terms of blades, and unfortunately the box blade's a little dirty at the moment, but you can already see that even though this tractor has less than 40 hours on it, there's already some wear on the edge of that blade right there because of the rocks in my driveway. Same thing, is it inside? You can tell where the paint's all come off and everything, which, I mean, that's to be expected. But overall, I mean, the box blade is performing absolutely fantastic. I still haven't had time to get any pictures or videos of the down pressure or anything like that. Hopefully I can get to that in the next couple weeks before it gets cold, because it's obviously coming. So my wife did point out the other day that the Frontier label is a little crooked, which is not good, but that's okay. Guess it's nothing going to change there. And other than that, with the 4066, I did get notification the other day that my actuator shipped, or is going to ship this week. So that is certainly good news. That will be the project that I will work on next, so I can get the electric actuator on there. And so hopefully I'll have updates in the next couple weeks. And I yawn, I'm sorry. Other than that, and this is what I've seen this in a couple other videos, or a couple other people have said something, how the tire rubs right here. So I think I'm going to talk to my dealer and see what we can do about rerouting some hoses, because obviously that's not all that great, because it's rubbing pretty much everywhere anytime you turn and whatnot. So we're going to have to discuss that, because we certainly don't want to wear a hole in our hydraulic hose. Not that I think it's going to do it with the tire, but you never know. So anyway, that's it for the 4066 for right now. I now have a complete unit, snow pusher, forks for the front, bucket for the front, box blade, and then everything on the tractor. So that's it for now. Hopefully we'll get some action of this. I'm not really hoping we get any snow anytime soon. As you can see, the grass is still nice and green, so certainly not a problem there. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will get more videos later this week.